Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dark Souls, the Prepare to Die edition. This is Cliff, and the last time we were on video, we were in the depths, and we had just defeated the Gaping Dragon. I've done a few things off camera. First of all, I have, let's see, increased my Pyromancy Flame from a +4 to a +7. And I have increased the ball to armor a couple. And now, other than that, I gave the large ember to the blacksmith near the Undead Parish. And I ascended that scimitar to a +6 weapon. Right now I also have another pyromancy, which is fire orb. I bought that in flash sweat. And so at this point we should be ready to head off to Blighttown. Like I said before, we'll be using the shortcut entrance that's down below here, because it just cuts out a lot of time in Blighttown, and Blighttown's just not a very pleasant place to be anyway. It stuttered at times on the Xbox 360. It just wasn't very well optimized. There's a lot of enemies that can poison you in Blighttown. It's just not exactly the most fun place to be. So our goal for this video is to make it to the bonfire, and we'll see what our time looks like there. We are still human from the last video, so there is a good chance of invasion, and I'm hoping that we can actually defeat another Black Phantom NPC. If we can actually stay human and defeat her, she will help us out with Quelaag, which is the boss in this next area. So we're just going to run down here like we did before. Okay, now before we ran off this way and fought that dragon, so this time we're going to come through here. It's going to get a little darker on us, and there are a couple of fairly beefy enemies in this area, so I'm going to try to take it slow and pull these guys one at a time. Yeah, let's see if I can maybe fire with this. And again, a big strong enemy that's very slow. So as long as you pull them one at a time and don't lose your lock on them like I just did, it should be fairly easy. Okay. 500 souls is nothing to sneeze at. Scream. Okay. Again, using a very light equipment load, you're just too fast for these guys. Yay. That's what I always wanted. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty sound advice. Okay, we got one more. And that's one you really got to watch out for. You can lose a lot of stamina trying to block that. Let's see. Get around the back and stab him again. Another dung pie, yay. And I think we are here. Yes, we are. Blighttown, yay. No one's favorite place. Okay, despite the fact that Blighttown is fairly annoying, there are quite a number of, let's see. There are quite a number of different sets of armor in this area. I think there are 3 or 4 different sets of armor here. And I see a little bit of slowdown. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, and that's kind of what you faced on the Xbox 360. Just that little bit of a hitch every once in a while. Okay, so these mosquitoes, and that is the big bad denizen that you want to watch out for. It has a nice flaming attack that you don't really want to get hit by. And these little mosquitoes will annoy the crap out of you throughout this level. There we go. Just stab them, get rid of them for now. Or not. Or not. What the hell? Okay. Okay, fortunately the bonfire isn't too far away. Take a couple more ladders and we'll be there. It should be here. No. And at this point, I don't know if you can pick it up on the audio, but you can actually hear kind of a blow dart. They're actually enemy shooting blow darts at you at this point, and they're just status effect bastards, basically. It doesn't take, they're all in there, and you can see him right there. I don't know if I want to deal with him too much. But they have tremendous range on their attacks. It's just really aggravating. I knew I'd screwed up when I dropped down, but I should be able to kill this guy pretty easily. That room that the guy with the blow dart is guarding is actually, it actually has a firekeeper soul in it. So at some point, I will want to brave the poison, the toxic status, to collect that, but right now I'm just not really stoked about doing all that. I just want to get in and basically kill the boss and get out. Drop down here. This will drop us here. Wow. Okay, and obviously that will take you back up to where you were. Let's go over here. Climb down this ladder. Okay, we've got one of those flame spewing enemies ahead of us. And shortly after we get off of this wooden plank, we will be accosted by the NPC. Let's see if I can pull this guy. Oh, and I missed. That's awful. No fire. Okay, so somewhere in here time now. There we go. Okay, and she'll come pretty hell-bent toward us. And this is pretty much the same as most of the other NPCs. Oh, nice roll. Yeah. See, they just stab you in the back, and this'll be it. And again, I know that's not very sporting to attack right as they get up, but it's an NPC, not an actual person, so I don't feel as bad. Alright, so we get some humanity, and now we will wander over here. And the swamps, again, are poisonous, so you just got to be careful where you walk. Okay, so we're going to go here. At this point, we can light our bonfire. Just respawn enemies for no reason. That's okay. We're gonna attune magic, and we're gonna take our flash sweat, and we're gonna kindle this bonfire since we got some humanity from the Dark Phantom. Okay, so leave it at that. If you run back here, especially if you're using the Drake sword, you'll want to come back here and drop down in here. This is a dragon scale. So if you defeated that dragon in the second video that we did, this should give you 2 dragon scales, which will beef up that Drake sword a pretty good amount. And now we just got to run towards the boss. We're going to try to take the path of least poison here. And again, those enemies aren't terribly bad if you hop on them real quick. Now the one bad part is if you get caught like I did and you're in the middle of the swamp, they can be aggravating. Let's equip our poison bite ring. That will help. So we're going to run across here. And we got this guy right here. And again, just jump on these guys. You can mosquito. Kill that guy. And there's a fair amount of soul items. Blighttown is huge. Like I say, we're cutting out probably 2/3 of it by entering where we did. Oh crap, I'm slowed down. There. A little less armor. Sacrifices must be made. Okay, so we'll head this way. And there are some pretty beefy enemies. If you go too far towards that item over there, you can be in trouble. So we're just gonna run across real quick. Yes, those guys are holding boulders. They will throw them at you. It does take a lot of damage if you get hit by them. That shouldn't be rocket science at this point in the game. We're just gonna kind of sneak around. Very thief-like, and enter Quelaag's domain. Okay. So, if you can't tell what type of enemy Quelaag is going to be, you probably haven't played a lot of video games with all of these webs around. You don't want to attack these guys. They're non-aggro at this point. We're just going to come over here, find our little summon sign right here. And that is the same NPC Phantom that tried to kill us. She will make good cannon fodder against Quelaag. Alright. Now let's just see if we can do this thing. I know a few of the attacks that Quelaag will try to do, but I can't quite remember all of them. I know you don't want to get hit by that. You have your conveniently placed hair. Oh, why in the hell did I do that? Okay. I was really hoping this sword would do more damage, but I guess it's not. So this is just going to be a pain in the ass fight. And she will belch out fire every once in a while. Why? And Man-Eater Mildred makes a good cannon fodder. God, stay in one place. Now, oh shoot! See if I can pull her away from this freaking lava, which is just aggravating. I didn't mean over there. I don't think this will do anything good, but yeah. She swings and misses. Now at this point we could be in trouble because I'm having trouble moving. There we go. Yeah, fire. That's a charge-up attack. Now that would have done a lot more damage if I hadn't been using Flash Sweat. And I probably shouldn't be letting my... What is it with me and running into these bosses? I'm just going to sit back and let those two ladies have at it. Ah, okay. So there we go. Like I say, if you've got Flash Sweat, it's not a terribly difficult boss fight. Okay, so we get 20,000 souls, which is nothing to sneeze at, and we get a very important item. We get to try to hunt it down in our inventory. This Soul of Quelaag. Boss. This is one of the first boss souls. I think the first boss soul. This can actually be forged into a weapon, a very kick-ass weapon that I will be using through most of the second half of the game. You can actually just use it, just like any other soul, and it gives you a fair amount of souls, but it's kind of a waste to do that. We're going to hold on to that and run through here. We're almost through with this area. Run up here. Alright, and here is what we are looking for, this right here. Cutscene, please. Okay, so the first part of the game is officially complete. You have we've got both of the bells. Now we're going to run down here, and eventually you'll go into this area. But we want to meet Quelaag's sister. It's through here. No, we don't want to go that way. That actually leads to the other area. My apologies, I almost got killed for no reason. We'll eventually come back to that. Okay, so you have to talk to this gentleman.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Yeah, sure.
Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will...
Okay, so he will slowly waddle out of the way. Very slowly waddle out of the way. This is Quelaag's sister. And very much like Firelink Shrine, this bonfire is already kindled. So at this point, I am going to drop Flash Sweat because I won't need it, and repair any equipment that may have gotten screwed up. Alright. So,
What is it?
I think I have to talk to her first. Let me talk to her. And she can't understand me. I need some kind of item, and I can't right now off the top of my head remember what that is. Now, this is a covenant that I will join. This covenant is more for player versus environment play. It will give me a couple of extra pyromancies once I level up, and it will also allow me to save Solaire of Astoria so that I could possibly use him in the last battle. She will reinforce Estus Flask, so when I get back to Blighttown, one of my goals will be to get the Firekeeper Soul. That way I could have +3 Estus Flask going into Sin's Fortress. Like I say, I cannot talk to her right now. Let's see. I don't want to do that right now. I will do that a little bit later, because I'm going to have to join. There's a part a little bit later on where I'll almost be forced to join a covenant for a short amount of time. So I'm not going to join her covenant right now. I've already got the achievement for it. Not that that really matters a whole lot, but we will move on.
Are you prepared then? If you need something.
So he will upgrade my Pyromancy Flame, which is awesome. And I can purchase this completely worthless servant roster. I really don't care who else is in the covenant. I just honestly don't. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and modify this. I should be able to go ahead and juice it all the way up. Okay. So sit down. And the first thing I want to do is actually... I don't need that. I'm going to definitely put this soul up. I do not want to accidentally use it. Put my humanities up. In this covenant, you will give her humanity to level up. And after a certain number of humanity, you raise your level in the covenant. And you can actually get a couple of pyromancies from that. Let's see, what do I have? I don't think I have anything else. Oh, that dragon scale, I need it. Butcher knife, I don't need that. Alright, should be good to go. Yeah, good to go. Basically, after you get to a certain point, in order to save Solaire of Astoria, this will open up. And it brings you into an alternate area, an alternate entrance into an area. We'll see all that a lot later on. At this point, I think I'm probably going to cut the video here, since we've basically done everything that we wanted to do in Blighttown right away. So, next time I will probably try to do a little bit of item gathering, which, like I say, isn't fun. Depending upon my amount of frustration with this area, I may just do it off camera so that my videos don't turn into a long line of me cursing at the bad guys. So until next time, I hope everybody takes care.